Good afternoon and welcome all to the Abraham Lincoln High School Baseball Senior Night. Before we begin, I'd like to take some time to introduce one of our senior players. Stepping up to the plate is Connor Tichota. Connor has played baseball with AL for his entire high school career. Before we get to the opener, let's take a look at some of his highlights at each base. At first base, we'll meet some of his biggest supporters, his family and friends. At second, we'll see some of his hobbies and interests outside of the outfield. And finally, at third base, we will take a look at his future plans. Let's run it. In the front row of bleachers, we have Connor's biggest supporters, his family. Here we have his younger sister, Alexa, who's a junior here at AL. Next is his father, Tony, who Connor admires as a hardworking man and admires his selflessness. His mother, Angie, is a Target store director, and his older sister, Maddie, is studying at UNI to become a teacher. He also has a dog named Buddy who loves to play ball. Connor likes to spend time with his family and catch up on whatever is going on in their lives. His parents like to go watch his games and see Connor hit it out of the park. Connor's other friends and supporters are Caden Tackett and Isaiah Zhang. Although they don't run the bases with Connor, they like to walk around Council Bluffs and go to the movies. Now at second base, let's take a look at some of Connor's interests. Besides the baseball field, you can find him at the gym where he lifts weights to improve his pitching arm. He also likes to stay active and play football for AL, where he is a defense tackle. He is also involved in another ball hitting sport at AL, tennis. There, like in baseball, he likes to hit doubles. Connor does his best to balance his time between school, sports, and a part-time job. He works at Menards, which he loves because they let him do whatever he wants. He has said that if he could meet anyone in the world, it would be Robin Williams because he watched him growing up and he always made him laugh. In his spare time, Connor likes to hit the sketchbooks and draw dragons. Similarly, he's a total comic book nerd. He also likes to play video games, including Madden NFL 21, and loves to hang out with Buddy at home base. Now at third base, let's catch what Connor is thinking about for the future. Currently, he is in the electrical program of TradeWorks here at AL, where he learns about connecting power boxes and electricity flow. The idea of electrical engineering was pitched to him when he was a little league kid when he would disconnect the power from the wall. Now he's set on Grand Slam in his studies. After graduating, Connor plans on attending Iowa Western Community College to study electrical engineering and then going to the University of Nebraska-Omaha to continue. He hopes to find a career with lots of designing and hopes to strike out on designs such as navigational systems and automotive parts. In 20 years, he sees himself throwing a curveball and traveling the world, visiting Israel or the Amazon rainforest, or settling down with a family of two little batsmen somewhere in Greenland or Ireland. Now that we've run through all the bases, let's see what the public has to say about Connor. The Iowa Director of Sports says, "It's impressive to see how Connor balances his family and friends, hobbies and interests, and plans for the future." An MLB scout says, "A great player and an even better person." Iowa Community College Director says, "We are so excited to have Connor in our electrical engineering program. Go Reavers." Thank you all for joining us in helping us recognize one of our senior hitters, Connor Tichota. Now let's get out of the strike zone. Grab your peanuts and Cracker Jack and let the ball game begin.